Hey, what is up everybody, it's me Nick here. Here we are today in the map style to finish up our Black Ops glitching series. Yep, that is right, we are finally coming to an end. This is our last video of our Black Ops glitching series, which would be their 26th video showing every single multiplayer map. So this is the 26th map, Silo, and most of our focus from now here on in will be on Black Ops 2. We just wanted to finish off our Black Ops 1 series because we were working on it before Black Ops 2 came out. And we kind of got cut short because Black Ops 2 came out a little too fast. And I wasn't able to finish them before Black Ops 2 came out. So I had to come back to these videos. Even though all these videos that I've edited now and commentated, put music over it, etc, etc. These videos were all done in the summer. Like, I actually did all these glitches back in the summer. Like, I was planning on doing it before Black Ops 2. It's not like right now our focus are actually like going back on Black Ops 1 and playing it. We wouldn't do that. We already got it done a long time ago. But now we just kind of, I had the videos already. Now I just have to kind of like edit them and everything. And that's all that's going on. So I should be able to help out with Black Ops 2 glitches pretty damn soon. Also, I just gotta kind of go like Christmas shopping a bit and all that because I just finished off my exams. I am so excited right now. I've been stressed for the last 4 weeks straight, just studying my ass off, and it's been just annoying as hell. And now I can finally relax. My girlfriend came home today. I'll probably be seeing her tomorrow. So, as well, I also going to be going shopping and whatnot because I have to get a lot of that stuff done. But as you see, that stack I have to make when I get outside the map is a pain in the ass. As you see, basically it's not even a stack. More like I made a junkyard pile of care packages. I hopped on them. And from there on, I kind of made a stack that was kind of hanging over the edge of a barrier. So I could kind of get more height. It was more flat ground. It's really awkward, but it's the best way to get outside the map because there's no way other than this way that we found so far to get on like this section of the map. I'll explain that in a bit, but like, see, this is a little door frame. I just kind of want to show it, nothing special. But the roof that you get out on once you make a stack, it is quite massive up here, so it's a great spot to get out because you can't really like fall off when you fly out. You kind of go through the container when you breach, and when you go through the container and breach, what you do basically is just kind of try to grab your tack when you're still in the container. That way when you go all the way through the container, you'll have it because then you won't be able to grab it. Or you're just going to have to get another one off the care badge from an ammo. No big deal. Either way, it's all good. But here I'm just going to show you a stack that you can get on top of these towers. We'll be jumping to another one of these towers. I don't know why I show you guys this. It's just kind of for fun. Because I know this is not really special. It's not really worth making a 7 stack unless you have a lot of care packages. Which at the time I think we did. But so now we're going to be hopping over this way. And the reason why we breached out in that weird spot and that little like, because it kind of seems it doesn't really probably make much sense to you guys why we would breach in an area where we're gonna have to make a 7 stack right off the beginning, pretty much just get on top of the roof to get up over here, right? Well, the thing is though, is if you try to breach out anywhere else, most of the spots that you're gonna try, you're gonna hit a death barrier, or 2, you're gonna hit just barriers when you're outside the map. You might be able to get outside the map in a different section, but when you start hopping on care packages, you'll realize you're gonna hit a barrier and you're gonna be kind of stuck in this one area. So there's gonna be 2 different areas I'm going to be getting outside the map. One is not a breach. One will not be a breach, but it's not as fun and you can't really go as far. But I'm just showing you guys can get outside the map without a breach just by care badge hopping. Except you're going to need the fast on, obviously. But we'll get to that later in the video. For now, oh yeah, my guys, if I'm just like randomly bobbing my head up and down while like stacking care badges right now. I think I was listening to music at the time I was doing this glitch. I was kind of listening to music while I was just kind of playing around. But I would explain it. So, yeah, over here, there's just like a few tankers you can get on. There's nothing much that you can really get on, like massive ground over here. If you keep going around the map this way, one, you'll hit a death barrier, or you're going to hit a barrier, I believe, right near the weird bunker over there to my right. You will hit a barrier. If you go on the ground, you will hit a death barrier. That's why you didn't breach out over here, because you will hit a death barrier. Even though the ground says it's real, the ground is real. However, the death barrier kills you, so it kind of defeats purpose. So now we're going back to the main building that we were on as soon as we breached out. Now right here, you can do a bit of a strafing. You can jump on top of this window right here. You can hop along all the windows. Now the next area that we're going to get into is quite a big area, but I actually got a funny story when we come to it also. But for this area, what you do is just kind of grab it, get a care package, just lob it over the roof, kind of like over there, and then hopefully you'll get one to land down over there. You guys can see I have 4 over there. Then just jump over it with the fast and then start making your way over. Make sure you stage the right uphill, because if you go near the center of the road, you hit a death barrier. It's ridiculous how high the death barrier is. That's why we had to make this big jump right now. Otherwise, I would not have made it. I wouldn't have threw the care badge that far away. Well, I guess could have, because it does help, like, not having to use as many. So make your way, just kind of stay up on the right hand side. Don't worry about hitting the death barrier in the sky. You'll be okay with that. It's quite a lot higher than you right now since you're down below, which is why we're hitting the death barrier below the map terrain. So you gotta be careful on that. Now the funny story, on my old account, PS3 on YouTube, it's still active. You guys probably seen it. It's got around 10,000 subscribers, but we kind of switched accounts. But anyways, I uploaded this glitch a long time ago, going into this area outside Silo, and so I go to make my final jump, like right here, right onto the snow, and on my old video, I was getting really panicked because I thought the care package was going to disappear. So I go to jump midair, my friend care package smokes me in midair as it's falling, and just denies me. And at the time, this glitch was really hard to do till he made it a lot easier. So it was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just got hit by a care package midair on my final jump over. Pissed me off so much. And then I had to end up recording my friend. If you guys ever watched that video, there's a reason for that. Why we recorded him and not me. But as you saw, I kind of explored around there. I didn't show everywhere, like each little piece of ground, but that's general area of how much you can go on outside that section of the map, which is it's a pretty cool area of the map. I find that's like the best spot to get out of. But if you don't even want to do care package breaching, you can get out of here. Just make sure you throw the care package. It's about this far. Then you have to go from the railing and jump on top of this care package, and then make your way over here, kind of uphill. You're going to be kind of making almost like a ramp of care package because they're going to keep sliding into each other. It's almost going to like making a bridge. Hopefully it doesn't, because it does waste a lot of care package when you do that, even though it's quite easy because you don't have to hop it all. I think my friend doesn't. He falls off somewhere. I already hit him with care package. I can't remember how this ended up happening, but you know, he kind of got left on at some point. But so just keep hopping over here. This way you don't even have to even like breach at whatsoever. Even though you can breach up here. Like the original way we got outside Silo was a breach up here, but then we found out that we could just hop out over here, which was just perfect. But you cannot get to that other area I was showing earlier from over here because there are barriers in the way. Obviously, there's a huge like canyon behind me, so I can't go in that direction. If I keep going this direction, I will hit a barrier eventually. Or I think it's a sky. No, it is a barrier. You do hit a sky barrier, death barrier also in the sky, but that's only, you can try to avoid it. And meanwhile, if you want to go over here, you have a huge incline here. So you have to make like an 8 stack, just get on top of the hill, and then go from there, and then go across the land. That you're probably going to hit a death barrier in the sky. So don't even try it. Plus you're going to hit a barrier anyways, and you're going to get stuck over there. So really there's no way of getting over there unless you do that breach at the beginning of the video that I showed you, and then getting in a stack, and then getting on top of the roof up there where the missile silos are. After the missile silos, then you can go to those areas I showed you. But anyways, that concludes that area over there. Getting outside the map, as you saw, I just kind of jumped to a random ledge, and now we're going to get into a really cool secret room. It's the only way of really accessing it. I was always wondering how you would get into it. My original idea was to breach inside this fenced in area, and then I was going to breach again inside the building. But quite often you get lucky enough and you actually kind of get stuck. It's not really a nice like free roam area inside that fenced in area. It looks like it's all free roam, but it's more of a solid mass barrier, so you're kind of like in a barrier still, so you can kind of manipulate it with it a bit by running in different kind of ways. I'll show you that in a second. So usually when you're in a barrier like this, it looks like you can move freely. I just gotta wait till my friend's up so I can knife him. And there we go. Okay, so I'm partially in. I'm kind of like shaking around. I can already tell that something's up here. And then when you're kind of along a wall, kind of run back and forth with the wall. Like run with the wall, and this should kind of happen. If it happens in that situation, there's going to be a lot of different ways of breaching. You always don't breach in the exact same location every time. But inside here is a cool little room you can get inside. You can see this room by looking in those doors over there. If you guys have ever like seen this room off to the distance through the doors. But this is how you get inside of it. That ladder is not real. Unfortunately, you can't climb it. The only ladder I've ever seen real outside of a map that I can recall on this game would be Summit, I believe. Yeah, Summit has one. Here's another secret room. It's kind of getting underneath the map. At the end of this video, we'll be showing you how to get on top of the crane, which is pretty awesome. We actually end up finding that glitch. We didn't just find that room to get inside the crane, but we found how to get on top of the crane, which is kind of difficult. And I got another funny story with that one also. Most craziest thing I've ever happened on Black Ops multiplayer. One of my best moments ever. We had a care package fly like 1,000 feet in the air. I'll explain what happened when I get up there. But for now, let's get inside the secret room. So, breach through this room, get someone. I just busted my tack, but I don't really need my tack. I don't really care. So, just get in. It's not like I'm going to be staying in there. I was just basically doing this recording purposes. We were like, when we recorded all these videos, we were just going from map to map as fast as we could. But down here, you should fall down about maybe like 15 feet inside this little ground. It's like the entire building underground. It's pretty awesome. You can see people above you. It's pretty cool. And from this room, you're kind of like stuck down here, so eventually I'm gonna have to kill myself, obviously, just like every other secret room. And then we're gonna be going on over to the crane, and I'm gonna be getting on top of it, at least part of it, because you can't go up too high, because obviously the sky barrier has to come in at some point because it's Treyarch, right? Unfortunately, it's not World at War anymore. They kind of learned from that. Find that with Infinity War, and Infinity War doesn't really give a shit, whereas in like Treyarch, they learn from their mistakes. It seems like they're almost trying not to have glitches whatsoever, where Infinity War, it's like, if there is, there is. No big deal. That's what I'm kind of getting the impression from. But this breach can be difficult. I personally do not like getting inside here. It can be quite difficult, even though I already screwed up twice on this video. Actually, to get back in here again, because I kind of screwed up. So when you're inside here, make a stack, go for one of the legs of the crane. If you go at the very front of it, the front of it is fake, and I'll show that on the video. The sides of it are completely real, and the back end of it, there's a bit of barriers in the way, so you can't really go on the back end of it. But I'll explain that in a second, so just kind of make a stack. I'm almost there, just need a few more. The odd time, like, I'll stay on a care badge, I kind of hold my care badge for a while, and then I throw it. The reason for that is because I'm not sure if, like, if I need one more or two more. That's why I kind of delay it, so then I can kind of hop on one before the next one falls, so it gives me time to kind of judge it if I need another one. But from here, as you can see, if you can walk straight along the sides without falling at all. Along the front, there's a bit of a gap, so you have to jump over it, like I just did right there. I kind of jumped over a gap, otherwise you kind of fall through the middle. And the back end would be kind of fake in the middle, but we can't even get to the back end because there's barriers in the way. So, now the tricky part to get on top of the crane is only this corner we can make a stack there, because part of the crane is in the way of making a stack. So what I do is I chuck care badges against this wall, get them to go underneath here, and then they kind of like hang over the barriered area of this like wooden like plank type thing. And then I get care badges going there, kind of get them to hang over the barrier so I can actually use this elevated surface to stack on, right? And then you can throw care badges up here on this side. So as you see, these three care badges are hanging over the edge of the wooden plank that they're on, so I can jump on it. And then I'm going to use it to jump on this care badge, because you cannot jump on this care badge from the crane. I know it seems weird because it seems like you're at the right level, but no, you're not. The care badge is actually a bit higher than what you're standing on, because your feet sink into the crane just slightly. So you're not actually at the same level as the care package, therefore making the care package taller than you, and you're not able to jump on it from the surface that you're on. So I had to go on to make a stack on top of that wooden plank thing to jump over. That was kind of confusing, I'm sorry, but that's the best way I can explain it on a commentary, because I have to keep up with the video at the same time. So hopefully that makes sense. You just kind of have to make a stack there and then make it here. So here's the funny story. I come up here on the first time we got on top of the crane. I'm right on here. I'm trying to get attack. So what's happening is, see that I'm throwing care packages here, trying to get care packages to fall on top so I can grab attack and plant it on here, right? So it's the best spot, because I can just kind of get the care package to wedge in between the crane. But instead, when I wedged two of them in between, one disappeared and shot way over in the sky, way up there, and the other one went way over there. There was two of them, they kind of collided into each other, and they just kind of went springing out like an atomic bomb went off. I don't know what happened. So right here, kind of back up, move a bit to the left so you can kind of hook around so you don't get clipped by like the ledge of the barrier of the crane. That way you can actually kind of get over here without actually getting like ricocheted off the crane and falling off the side. So that's how you make that hook jump over. That hook jump might be a bit difficult at first, but main thing is just back up a bit and go a bit to the left and hook around. You can keep your attack over there, but that's what was happening. I was trying to get attack before I made the hook jump around, and then this freaking care package went flying in the sky. It was awesome. If you guys want to check it out, go to my old channel and look up some silo glitches on PS3. There is a video on it. It is quite epic. You'll see the care package just go flying into like outer space. It's amazing how it happened. It was just totally random. Never would have happened again. So up here, just make a quick little 2-stack. And from this 2-stack, just hop on top, and there you go, you're on top of the crane. This is about as high as you can get because of the sky barrier, unfortunately. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This concludes our Black Ops glitching series, so I'll see you guys later and have fun glitching.